Hello everyone, it's Ryan again with Dark Winter Moon, and I created this channel to help folks just like you find their best path to a magical, mystical life of manifestation and connection with their patron deity or guides. And today I have a very exciting update about my DS money spell that I posted last week, and I wanted to share with you what has continued to happen as a result of this spell. For those of you who haven't had a chance to watch it yet, I've linked it right here, and you'll understand what DS stands for once you get to that video. But before I do that, I'm going to get you over to my assistant Ryan to give you our PSA for the video. Hello, all ye lovely witches and seekers. Let's talk real quick about the community that I'm wanting to build. We already have great seeds planted with my YouTube channel, my Instagram, some of the questions I get on my website, but I want to bring it all together, and I want to do it in a way that's organic and where we're all learning and teaching and commenting and talking together, while at the same time providing me a way to keep doing this for you all and with you all. And so I have just launched or relaunched my Patreon with a whole bunch of new tiers and freebies and giveaways and discounts. The really cool thing too, though, is that in the process of launching my Patreon, I have also created a Discord server. So now we have a space where we can all come together and we can talk about sigil craft and magic and connecting with deities and the tarot and divination and really anything in the spiritual and witchcraft realm that we want. So please connect with me on Patreon. It's Patreon/darkwintermoon, and take a look at what I've got to offer there. And that way you can get access to my Discord and we can have some of these great conversations and we can continue to build this great community. So again, thank you all so much for your support. I'm excited to see where this goes and how we grow together. And so blessed be. Mwah. Love you all. Thank you so much, Ryan. Now let's get into what has continued to happen for me. So as those of you who have already watched the video from last week know, I did a money spell and the next day, bam, it manifested the exact amount of money that I had asked for. And intuitively, though, I felt that the spell was still working, that there was still more to come, and I was absolutely right. And so I continued to maintain the spell by praying in front of my altar and asking for the continued development of the spell, kind of repeating the initial steps in the spell itself, and it has continued to manifest for me. So one thing I've noticed is I've been, spending a few dollars here and there on scratch-offs, and it seems like my chances of winning have increased because I've won almost every time. And I've often won, or at least some of them I've won more than what I invested in the first place. So that was pretty cool. And then this week, I woke up to find another random deposit in my account for more than six times what I initially got with the first round of the spell. So it just blew my mind. Again, I obviously believe in this stuff because I'm doing it, but every time it happens, it's just this sense of wonder and beauty. The cool thing about this too is that in both cases, the money that came to me was money that was already owed to me that I was kind of waiting for. But the timing is just unbelievable. And it's so interesting to note that I had waited to do this spell. And so this spell manifested this money. It shook loose not only the internal blocks to me receiving what was owed to me, but it also moved the obstacles in the world that were a reflection of those internal blocks. And so that brings up a really valid point about spells of any kind, that they don't always manifest in the way that we think. So, for instance, this money spell, one would think, oh, you do the money spell, you win the lottery. It's not always like that. Sometimes that is the result, but sometimes it's a matter of moving and shaking things up enough in your life for you to receive what is due you and to come to you. So keep that in mind when you're doing this spell, that the manifestation of it could come in many forms in many ways. Also, with any spell, always follow your intuition. check in with the spell, see if it's still active. When I do a spell, I've always had the sense of it's still being active in the world or not. And once I no longer have that intuitive feeling that it's still working, then that's when the spell is done. But the entire time I have that intuitive feeling that it is working, I'm continuing to maintain it. I'm continuing to light candles. I'm continuing to pray to my deities. I'm continuing to do all the things that are components of the spell in the first place and continue to help it along to manifest. So like I said last week, I would love to share this spell with you. And I believe that the more people that use this spell, the more abundance it will create for everyone. And so what I would love to do, like I said last week, is if you will send me an email to darkwintermoon8, the number 8, at gmail.com, and also sign up for one of the top 2 tiers of my Patreon. Those are $15 or $25 a month. Then I will send this spell to you with all of the instructions. You'll get a PDF of it. You'll also get a beautiful Book of Shadows, three Book of Shadows pages that I will send you in PDF form. And in addition, I would like to add another great way that you can get this. So this is going to be my introductory offer for programs that are coming in the future, and it's only $27. So all you have to do is go to my Calendly and or my website, and I'll link all of this information below. It's only $27 and you can get the spell, and I'll send, just like I said, the PDF where it's written out with instructions. I'll send the Book of Shadows pages, and I'll also send you the video that shows how I did the spell so that you can have all of that for reference. So yes, please, as always, I appreciate all of you for watching and entertaining with me. And I appreciate likes, subscribes. I love the comments. Please comment. I love to respond to them. And yeah, check out all that information, see what you think. And as always, have a blessed weekend. I love you all. Mwah.